this will be a short-term thing, and she will need to finish up by the end of June, is that correct? Get paid under last year's budget. But if we could have some funds, and it might not take that, I went ahead and put $1,000 down to, that she might come and check after us and just make sure that we are doing it right. Because when people donate things, they really like to see them and know that they've been taken care of. And I don't know anybody here in the town that is really, an expert at doing this.
What was discussed with this person in terms of her length of service?
She understood that she was going to need to get her work done by the end of the fiscal year, and that she'd be able to dedicate the time necessary. It's $1,000 in the budget.
So that is the intent to use it, not to carry it over at all?
The intent is to use it, not carry it over, but there may be a little minor carryover depending on their schedule. Don't necessarily get done. Works out to be about 40 to 50 hours time.
So anyway, think about that, if we could have some funds to have her maybe come back, say after we worked on it for a while and just double check and see what we're doing. Okay, I've got a couple of other things, but I wanted to ask you all first, in this present budget, there were funds allocated to redo the brochure. Well, the committee has worked on a beautiful new brochure, whether you all have seen this or not. And we would love to have this done by Founder's Day, to give out. Bill has taken all the pictures. Alice has worked on the wording and get it all together. And it's about Summerfield. It's not just about the history, but it's about Summerfield in general. It's very good. I'll pass it around and let you all glance at it. But we had, looking at this, it was kind of hard to tell exactly what was allocated for last year, but I think it was maybe like $600–700. And what I'm wondering is, there will be funds left over. We're not using everything this year. Can some of that was allocated for special projects go to the brochures, that we can go ahead and get these done? If it cannot.
What cost are we looking at?
Well, we're looking at this. These are the quotes ranging from 1,000 would run about $700 to 5,000, anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500. And the more you get, the cheaper they are. Once they set it up. So we'd sort of be cutting our own throat if we just lifted it at 2,000. But we've gotten quotes from three different places, and if it's pretty much like this, the cost would probably be about $1,200. A couple of people on the committee had looked at it and wanted just to do maybe a little more to the front, maybe bleed it so that it completely covers that page, which would make the cost a little bit more. We're looking at like $1,500 for that.
Is this on a higher quality paper?
That's actually done at Kinko's.
One of the things that we've run into is that our color costs to copy here many times beats what can be provided by a print shop.
So you could copy it right here?
Unless there's an issue with the quality.
That's a
production.
PDF right there. But
so we can check that to determine quality.
Okay.
Print one as a
But
sample.
on a cost basis, color to color,
that'd be great.
we are actually potentially very competitive.
That's great.
Once we see your numbers on the per cost.
And we have a new copier that is higher quality than the previous copier.
Can we do that link before too?
We can do that size paper too.
It's just a matter of the weight of the paper, and I don't think that copier will have a problem with that weight.
I didn't even ask what that weight paper was.
It's in feeling it, it's not too heavy. The only thing may be the feel of it, the glossiness of it.
I couldn't print it at home because it was 8.5 by 14.
We can do
So
that
I
too.
took it down to Kinko's.
Well, that's one reason this has been so hard to work with, because I'm trying to see what we haven't used up this year and wanting to get this done by Founder's Day and the sock hop and all, you know, with the anniversary coming up. So, it's been kind of a problem trying to,
We think that might actually draw some more funds in, just because people would get excited about the history.
and if we could have those on a Friday night for people to pick up.
Just for your information, if you choose, if we decide that we can't use the copier, we choose to use a printer, if you want to go over that budget, that is an actual budget amendment that needs to go before council, because the communications line is a separate, area, funding area. So that would, so you'd have to let council know where the additional funds are coming from, and
Which one of it they're
Yeah.
coming out of.
And the history project, we know we haven't spent $3,200, so.
Right, I know we'd have had money over, even if we did the 1,500, we'd still have money left. But the thing of it is, they won't meet till the second Tuesday, will they? And what we were hoping to do was get this for the Founder's Day. Would that be possible? Or if we did this machine here and you got it ready, could we run some to give out for Founder's Day? Within our
What's
budget
their turnaround?
allocation.
What's
What's
their
their
turnaround?
A week.
We,
We can look into it.
I hated to bring that up, but we had to know, so we know whether to ask for the whole amount for next year and so forth. Okay, the only other thing that I had, and this I just want to bring up, and I don't have prices on it. There is money allocated for a town clock. This was talked about 10 or 12 years ago when the building was donated. And we really haven't done anything on it. But we would sort of like, maybe we're asking permission to go ahead and move forward on this. I don't know whether the town would want to allocate any money, but the people that did this building for us at that time were very interested in the town clock, Billy Tesh and Danny Nelson. So I don't know, do we ask for money for this at this point? I do not have quotes on it. I know they run, some of them can be quite expensive, and we would like to have it here on this corner somewhere. It was mentioned, put it on the building, attaching it to the side of the building, the corner of the building, or a post somewhere in this area.
Well, the other items we have going on this year, I don't know how much work could get done on this, but maybe this is the year to actually get the bids in, get the idea, the plan, and get that figured out, and then start the fundraising if that's the case.
Yeah.
But in terms of actually having a town clock, we've had money actually donated, and it's been
Right.
sitting there for way too many years, and we haven't done anything with it.
Exactly.
So one of the things I brought up at one of the council meetings was that we shouldn't accept funds if we're not gonna go forward with a project. Because I hate to see people donate money to the town and it just sits there, and in this case, nothing gets done with it for so
Well,
many years.
Yeah, in this, it was, that nobody was ever really told to go ahead and take care of this. And so the
Exactly.
history committee kind of decided, you know, maybe we can look into this and see that money is used. And I had written down, I think about $1,300, not a tremendous amount.
Yeah, since we don't have a dollar figure to actually put into the budget at the current time, I think then what we should plan on is, just the planning phase of this for the current year. 'Cause I know you're gonna have a lot going on if these other items get approved.
Right.
So if we could think towards that and just take this year, and that's my personal opinion, I don't know what the rest of the committee thinks, take this year to actually plan it out, what size, location.
Right. There are a lot of choices.
Some had said on the building, some had said, off the building, so somebody,
Well, we can get some pictures and
and some
there's-
different prices.
we just, our committee had been very busy, we just really didn't have time to go forward with this, not knowing, where we were going with it, so.
Well, we appreciate your committee taking it on, considering
Well,
funds have been donated and sitting
Right.
there for so many
Right.
years.
so we need to use those. Well, that is all that I have. Was there anything else that we needed to bring up or talk about either? Okay, I think that's.